Depending what they're running, I may or may not just go Winston.
With every death comes honor. With honor, redemption.
Seagull, do you ever consider IRL game streams like board games with friends or the streamers? We actually talked about doing some of that during Overwatch League because I was hanging out with a lot of people who were doing barbecues and stuff, but we just never really got around to it because Overwatch League took so much time. We just never got it set up. But these days I don't live around other streamers, so it gets a lot more difficult. Why you do this? You're still dead.
Okay, this brig. The brig's on.
And where is this lead?
Wait, they just let the Ana go? I think they killed him. Whoa, nice headshot.
Never mind, never mind.
Would you ever do D&D? No, I never do D&D. I don't think I'd be good at that sort of thing. It's cool to watch, but I don't think I'd be good at playing.
I'm concerned you haven't started talking about your scum-only channel. We are all hoping you will launch soon. The great thing is you can download Monkey Island, Day of the Tentacle, and Full Throttle, and they will take up a combined 20 MBs.
I'm holding. Push in. Oh shit, I'm asleep. Can you volleyball?
Widow's side guard.
I feel like HL bot is so lagged, it's just panicking and it's just spamming. Spartan, appreciate the other 10. It's true. If I played only old games, you know what, chat? What is he got? That double sniper Brigida Ana? Let's just go Gengu, chat. When was the last time we did that? We should go Winston. Let's get it.
Yeah, I'll swap up this stuff. Let's just go in and team like them or get wiped.
Holy shit! He actually hit that shot.
Oh fuck, Brig got anti. Or fucking mana. What?
What a one. On half?
2 seconds armor.
I don't have. There's nothing I could do versus Hanzo. Genji versus Hanzo is 100% Hanzo biased. Unless you surprise the Hanzo, then you have a chance. Oh, fuck. Where'd he go? I missed him. The same thing with Widow, actually. The Widow actually 1v1s the Genji like 80% of the time if the Genji doesn't surprise the Widow. If he even hit the Venom Mine, the Widow wins automatically. It's very silly. What do I even do against this? They all have armor.
He's one. Nice. Your team has Widow's one. Widow's one. Hanzo's on. I'm going after him.
And why pick Genji? Because it's really good. Because 90% of the time when you're on people, they're looking at other people. Does that make sense? I can almost fall off the map.
Okay.
Push! Let's get him!
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're good.
Well done.
Insane.
We did it!
One.
No! I'm dead.
I'm on Hanzo. Hanzo's one.
1 second armor? Fuck.
I have to swap. I can't play monkey.
Oh, he wasn't even trying to hook me. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Now we're good. Who is this guy, Pog? You? I'm just a time traveler. We've gone back to 2015 Seagull, old Genji Seagull, back pre-nerf Seagull. Just kidding. Looks like 2018 walk back in. Unlucky.
My bad. I have rallies.
They're just gonna chase me. Holy shit, they aren't gonna stop. I missed the jump.
10,000 IQ. I'm dead here.
I'm dead.
They have armors. Let's try and peel off some of the backlines armor scan like Fiona and stuff.
They have no hook. They have no hook. I'm gonna get somebody into the
Let's
pit.
group up and rally.
I can go in on this. Go in on this. I'm hogging right now. 3-1.
I'm hogging right now. Fuck.
Oh shit.
Crap.
Try and force bash, then go
Do
blade.
you want to go in? I have armor.
I can't until they use flash at least.
Okay.
They're going top, I think. Yeah, they are.
Holding shield.
Fuck.
Nice.
This hog. Let's go.
Poor guy, dude.
Easy game.
He knew he was screwed, chat. Forbid badge for 5 minutes. If they added back in triple jump, Genji would be viable / good today. I mean, he'd be harder to hit, but I don't think that necessarily changes a lot of why he was good or bad. I like how I just unintentionally slashed Doomfist. It was not very clean, but I tried. Like the triple jump Genji didn't actually, it just made him a lot more clunky to play. It wasn't a significant nerf because jumping as Genji made you get hit a lot more anyway. It was more of just like, it reduced the movement ceiling of the hero a lot, but he still became reliable. Like, the big one is when Genji's damage got nerfed, that made him a lot more reliant on his blade because it made it a lot more difficult to actually kill people outside of blade. And that's sort of how he's been for a really long time. And people realized well, it took him a long time, but good tracers realized pretty early on that it's very easy to zone out a Genji unless the other tracer focuses you. So in the traditional dive comps of Genji Tracer, people like to pretend that it was all like, oh, that Genji is so good, that's why they do so well, blah, blah. But actually, Genji was one of the most team-based characters in those setups because a lot of the time, your team has to even, to get you in a position where you can even dash on the other team. Like, most dives actually came down to Winston Tracer in Overwatch League, and that's why people just dropped Genji straight up. They just said, fuck it, just get the Genji out, put the Widow in. Because that was actually better for a dive comp than even trying to set up a Genji in the first place. Because why babysit the Genji when you could just have Mercy Zen and a backline with a Widow, and you have three in the backline, and then your dive is just Winston Tracer, which are 90% of the damage anyway, when the Genji was just overkill. Because a Tracer can one-clip almost anyone, and then a shift from a Winston does 1 billion damage. Like, leap plus punch plus zap plus a Tracer, that's enough damage to kill anyone, right? You don't need a 3-man dive, you just need a 2-man dive. And so, yeah, that's why dive came down a lot to people dropping Genji out. Now, there were certain maps where Genji was still really good because the setup was really easy. And so maps like that would be Anubis first point. Genji was still used all the time because that was super difficult to set up. It's more difficult to set up a Widow on that point than it was a Genji. Like, Genji had a lot of flanks he can use and stuff. Other ones would be Junkertown's second point. There's a lot of flanks that Genji could use and other stuff. But it became, and like Hollywood second point because of high ground. It just became more map dependent, I think.